Well, hello everyone, and welcome to today's show. Today I got something I'm kind of stoked about. It's a common problem that homeowners have after their home gets a few years on them. They get a little love. It depends on who built them and what kind of quality and type of door. But your typical contractor grade, what I had in my house, the bottom of the door rotted out. What do you say we go look at that problem right now? All right, there it is. And see, we can see over here that we've got a little dark space. That's where it's rotted on this side. Now it's caulked around nice and fine, up and down in between the brick mold and the frame. But we got a little bit of rot on this side, a little bit on this side. And in the show, I will actually show you the wicking effect of the water going up that bottom part of wood, because it's very obvious where it is. You'll also see me extremely angry. Well, I hide my anger so well, but up along this side, they have got it nailed in with a framing gun. So they are there, and although they managed not to be so deep that the heads didn't rust a little bit, I had to really destroy that brick mold to get that framing nail pulled out, because it's a booger. So those are two things to watch. When you see it, you'll also see some evidence about how well this was or was not sealed at the bottom. You'll hear me discuss that, and we'll just go through this particular video and get her done. Well, here we are. We got the garage door we're going to work on, and we're going to look at it right there. This is that same type of semi-composite material. This is supposed to be fiberglass or something on this side. Guaranteed rot proof, they say, for the lifetime of the door. Don't know about that, but that's what they say. This piece does look a little bit different. We've seen this on that frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to take just a little bit of that RV roof coating, and we're going to paint up this side right there, and that's a rubberized stuff. It's supposed to work. We'll try to get it as best we can, just for kicks and giggles, because once it goes in, we're not going to be able to access that. A few moments later. Well, we've got the trim pulled off the inside. We've got some of the screws that go into the framing of the house. We've got them removed. The doors coming off. Looks pretty gnarly, doesn't it? Yes, well, it's an old garage. You can see inside of the doors. They need to be cleaned over there as well, bleached out, but it's occupied. It's hard to do. I would change out the locks as well, and we'll get that going. That's a dead spot on the wall. That's a keypad that belonged to Eufy that didn't last very long, and you can't buy a replacement, so I've got to pull that off. So we might be touching up that area. I got a spot. I have no idea what fell against the wall and caused that mess. But we get to that, pulling the trim off the front, the brick molding, and we'll go from there. Well, you see the paint has come off that because it's the side that has soaked up and gotten wet at the bottom. You can almost see where it traveled up to the end of that finger joint right there. It's because it was getting water at the bottom, wasn't sealed. You can see it's rotted out at the bottom. That's what we're going to replace. Now this is the bottom of the door, but you can see even the bottom of the door is rotting out because of that south coming rain. All right, see, there we go. Now also, this door is upside down. This thing is super light. Look at this thing. It's full of styrofoam, even where the handle goes. This ain't much of a door, I tell you, for an exterior door. It is old, it is original. There is a little piece of wood here, and obviously a piece here on this side for the hinges, but that is way, way lighter than the fiberglass door I replaced it with. The well house door, which was just straight slab, flat, no texture, it actually has more wood in it than that, and it's heavier too. Same size 2.8, but it's a lot heavier. A few moments later. Oh my goodness, we got a mess now. We got the door frame out. You see at the bottom, we have vacuumed it out. Still got our tie vac on there like it should be, cleaned out. We're going to replace this little piece of wood, I guess. Wouldn't hurt. See, right there it was. Just to hold the concrete back and to set the bottom of the door when they poured the slab inside.
Many moments later.
All right, well, we've got a replacement piece of 1x, and this was a little bit larger. We're going to go ahead and put that down. May paint the very bottom of the wood itself with some special rubber paint that I have. May not, I don't know. That is pressure treated, so it should work just fine. We do need a little bit of something there for the levelers on the threshold to push against, so we can see the old piece, either it wasn't pressure treated or it certainly was getting wet, so we didn't get it sealed. When I look on the bottom, I don't see any silicone, so whoever set the door didn't seal it up at all. Well, we've got it dry fit, just pushed in just a touch because we haven't put the silicone under the tread right there, the threshold. And we did want to see how well it would fit. Now we got to take this out, the transport nail that keeps it on that side, keeps the door pulled tight so that we can set it. But you see we got a little bit of a gap, a little less of a gap on this side. We're going to have to, I think, push the frame this way to open that up a little bit. And that's good because we have a bigger gap between the brick on that side, so we just got to get her fit.
Even more moments later.
Well, I had the door set, had shims done, everything was set except on this side. It rode high, so I had to come back and grind this down some more, right through here. Apparently I had a high spot, and in that corner, the base of this door was a little bit off from the previous one, and that was enough to make the strike side off and gave me too big of a gap at the top. Well, hey, it's a door, it's in. I'll do the rekeying tomorrow after church, and I gotta take the old locks out of the old door. Yeah, I learned one thing that I did not know. Steel doors are lighter than fiberglass doors. Well, we're getting ready to paint. We're just going to paint it now. I will tell you, if it hadn't occurred to you, if you're not done this before.
If you like this content, please go to calldeltosell.com, find the tab that says on YouTube, click it, and it'll open up a page of QR codes. There you can use a smartphone to scan and get to the YouTube page, or you can just mouse over and click it on a PC. There you'll be able to subscribe to this little button over here and click the notification bell.
I will tell you, if it hadn't occurred to you, if you're not done this before, pull your weather stripping out before you paint your frame and trim. Can I be honest with you? I'm running out of daylight and running out of steam. So let's walk up a little closer to this, and we'll put in that gap. Still got fingerprints all over it. We haven't painted it, but look at the gap. We had to pull the frame. If I showed you that, and I probably will, I just had to grind down some more concrete. I thought I had it all done, but got it up. Weren't so yeah, I think I've got a much more satisfactory gapper all the way around. We got our shim in place. We got shims and long bolts through to the frame of the building. We've got them at each of the hinges. We got it shimmed, and of course I'm gonna leave those fingerprints till tomorrow. I gotta go take a shower, maybe take a recovery nap.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Like I say, it's a very common problem, especially like in my case, I've got south-facing doors, and both of my doors that were damaged and needed to be repaired. Well, both of them face the south, and so they got a lot of rain on them, and that's what we're dealing with. They are, one is the well house, one is on the garage. The other entry doors are covered with roof, so they don't get wet at the bottom. But these did, and you can see very easily what we had to deal with. Appreciate you watching.